Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. 17 Surah Al-Asra. We have recited 55 ayah of Surah Al-Asra. Now we started from 56. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Say, O Muhammad, call upon those besides him, whom you pretended to be God like angels, Isa, Uzair, and others. They have neither the power of to remove the adversity from you or even to shift it from you to another person. Those whom they call upon, verily the torment of your Lord is something to be afraid of. And there is not a town, but we shall destroy it before the day of retribution, or punish it with the severe torment that is written in the book of Quran, and nothing stop us from sending the ayah, but that the people of old denied them, and we sent the she camel to Samud as a clear sign, but they did her wrong, and we sent not the sign except to warn and to make them afraid. And remember when we told you, verily your Lord has encompassed mankind, and we made not the vision which we showed you, O Muhammad, as an actual eyewitness, and not as a dream on the night of, but a trial of mankind. And the accused tree in the Quran, we warn and make them afraid, but it only increased them in not save great disbelief, opposition, and disobedience to Allah. And remember when we said to the angels, prostrate yourself to Adam, they prostrated themselves except Iblis. He said, shall I prostrate myself to one whom you created from clay? Iblis said, see this one whom you have honored above me. If you give me respite to the day of recreation, I will surely seize and mislead his offspring, all but a few. Allah said, go, and whosoever with them of them follow you, surely hell will be the recompense of you all, an ample recompense, and we fool them gradually, those whom you can among them, with your voice, make a salute on them with your cavalry, and your infantry, share with them wealth and children, and make promise to them, but Shaitan promised them nothing but deceit. Verily, my slaves, you have no authority over them, and all sufficient is your Lord as a guardian. Your Lord is he who drives the ship for you through the sea, in order that you may seek of his bounty. Truly, he is ever most merciful towards you. And when harm touches you upon the sea, those that you call upon vanish from you except him, Allah alone. But when he brings you safe to land, you turn away, and man is ever ungrateful. Do you then feel secure that he will not cause a side of the land to swallow you up, or that he will not send against you a violent sandstorm? Then you shall find no wakil. Or do you feel secure that he will not send you back a second time to sea, and send again you a hurricane of wind and drown by because of your disbelief? Then you will not find any avenger therein against us. And indeed, we have honored the children of Adam, and we have carried them on the land and sea, and have provided them with at-tayyibat, and have preferred them to many of those who we have created with a marked preferment, and remember the day when we shall call together all human beings with their Imam or their record of good and bad deeds, or the holy books like the Quran, the Torah, the Injil, and the leader whom the people followed in the world. So whosoever is given his record in this right hand, such will read their record, and they will not be dealt with unjustly in the last. And whoever is blind in this world will be blind in the hereafter and more astray from the path. Verily they were about to tempt you away from that which have revealed to you, to fabricate something there than it against us. And had we not made you stand firm, you would nearly have inclined to them a little. In the cause we should have made you taste a double portion of punishment in this life and the double portion of punishment after death, and then you would have found none to help you against us. And verily they were about to frighten you so much as to drive you out from the land, but in that case they would not have stayed after you except for a little while. In this was our sunnah with the messenger we sent before you, and you will not find any alteration in our sunnah. Perform as salah of midday till the darkness of the night. Verily, a recitation of the Quran in the early dawn is very witnessed for mankind of the day and the night, and in some parts of the night. Offer the salah with it Quran in the prayer as an additional prayer tahajjud. For you, it may be that your Lord will raise you a Muqam Mahmud. And say, O Muhammad, my Lord, let me entry to the city of Al-Madinah be good, and likewise my exist be good, and grant me from you an authority to help you, and say truth. He has come and Batil has vanished. Surely Batil is ever bound to vanish. And we send down of the Quran that which is healing and mercy to those who believe, and it increased the Zalimin nothing but loss. And when we bestow our grace on man, he turns away and becomes arrogant. And when evil touches him, he is in great despair. Say, O Muhammad, each one does according to the Shakilai, and your Lord knows best of whose path is right. And then ask you, O Muhammad, concerning the Ruh. Say, Ruh is one of the things, the knowledge of which is only with my Lord, and of knowledge your mankind have been given only a little. And if we willed, we could surely take away that which we have revealed to you. Then you would find no protector for you against us in that respect, except as mercy from your Lord. Verily his grace to be, O Muhammad, is ever great. Say, if the mankind and the jinn were together to produce the like of this Quran, they could not produce to like thereof, even if they helped one another. And indeed, we have fully explained to mankind in this Quran every kind of similitudes, but most of mankind refuse but disbelieve, and they say, we shall not believe in you, O Muhammad, until you cause a spring to gush forth from the earth for us, or you have garden of date palm and grapes, and cause rivers to gush forth in its midst abundantly, or you cause the heaven to fall upon us in the peace as you have pretended, or you bring Allah and the angels before face to face, or you have a house of Zukhruf, or you ascend up to the sky, and even then we will put on faith in your ascension until you bring down for us a book that we would study. See, O Muhammad, glorified in my Lord above all that evil they associate with him. Am I nothing? Am I anything but a man sent as a messenger, and nothing prevented men and from believing when the guidance came to them, except that they said, has Allah sent a man his messenger? Say, if there were on the earth angels walking about in place and security, we should certainly have sent down for them from the heavens an angel as a messenger. Say, sufficient in Allah for a witness between me and you. Verily, He is ever well acquainted all seers of His slaves, and he whom Allah guides, He is led right, but he whom He sends astray for us. For such you will find and no awliya besides him, and we shall gather our them together on the day of recreation on their face, blind, dumb, and deaf. Their abode will be hell. Whenever it abates, we shall increase for them to furnaces of the fire, and there is their recompense because they denied our ayah and said, when we are bones and fragment, shall we really be raised up as a new creation? See that. Note that Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, is able to create a like of them, and He has decreed of you them an appointed them term thereof there not dropped, where there is no doubt, but Zalimin, but disbelief. Say to disbelievers, if you possessed the treasures of the mercy of my Lord, then you would surely hold back for fear of a man is ever miserly. And indeed we gave Musa 9 clear signs. Ask then the children of Israel when he come to them. And Pharaoh said to him, O Musa, I think you are indeed bewitched. Said, verily you know that these signs have been sent down by none but the Lord of the heavens and the earth. And I think you are indeed of your own doomed to destruction. So he resolved to turn them out of the land, but we drowned him and all who were with him. And we said to the children of Israel after him, dwell in the land. Then, when the final day, the last promise comes near, descent of Christ Isa, we shall bring you all together as a mixed crowd, and with truth we have sent it down, and with truth it has descended, and we have sent you, O Muhammad, as nothing but a barrier of glad tidings, who follow your message of Islamic monotheism, and warner those who refuse to follow your message of Islamic monotheism. And it is a Quran which we have divided in order that you might recite it to men at intervals, and we have revealed it in stages. Say, O Muhammad, believe in it or do not believe in it. Verily, those who were given knowledge before it, when it is recited to them, they fall down to their face, a humble prostration, and they said, glorified is our Lord. Truly, the promise of our Lord must be fulfilled. And they fall down on their faces weeping, and it increased their humility. Say, O Muhammad, invoke Allah or invoke to the most gracious Allah by whatever name you invoke him. For him belong the best names, and offer your salah neither aloud nor a low voice, but follow a way between, and say, all praise and thanks are Allah, who has not begotten a son, and who has no partner in dominion, nor he is low to have a wali, and magnify him with all magnificences.